Hi guys, 18dap here and welcome to this video. Before we make a start on it, I've got a quick announcement. I've been lucky enough to be selected to play for the Evestrust Legends charity game Doncaster Rovers against Sheffield Wednesday on the 7th of May 2022 at the Eco Power Stadium. A big thank you to C&K Decorators for their sponsorship so far, and donations are greatly appreciated. Link in the description down below for C&K Decorators socials and the donation page as well. And tickets are available, so please get in touch on my socials for more information on that. And with that being said, let's get on with today's video. Hello guys and welcome to this match preview for Tuesday night's fixture. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Accrington Stanley in League 1. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you very much for sticking around and supporting the channel. 2,520 of you beautiful people supporting the channel. It is greatly appreciated. If this video has brought you to the channel or you're new to it, please consider clicking subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. But if you are new, this is the format that we go through match previews. We'll look at the previous meetings between the two clubs, current form. I choose a Doncaster Rovers player to profile and say a few words about. I choose an opponent's one to watch, so in this case Accrington Stanley, but as I always say, you know your club much better than what I do, so I might be miles off the mark. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. And then we round the video off with three predictions. We've got the predictor team lineup thanks to FanHub. Me and the family do a predictions league table, so there's a quick update on that, and then we finish the video off with my score prediction for the fixture. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. And Doncaster and Accrington have faced off a total of 50 times in our history. I'm including the early Accrington Stanley before their reformation into the Accrington Stanley that we know now. And across our entire history, we've won 22. Accrington have won 16, so it's edged in our favour, and we've shared the spoils on 12 occasions. But the reformed Accrington Stanley have been a little bit of a bogey team for us, so we go into the last 5 fixtures, and as you can see, not a single win in that. Going back to 2019 at home, a 2-1 defeat, and then the return fixture, a 1-1 draw, and then in 2021 we played each other 3 times, and it was 3 defeats in February, April and August, all by the solitary goal. 1-0, 2-1 and 1-0. So Accrington have pretty much got our number, so can't say I'm looking forward to it on Tuesday night. I'm praying that we break the pattern and break the hoodoo that Accrington Stanley have pretty much got over us, because we are in desperate need of 3 points. And current form could show that we may break the habit. Coming into this one, Rovers on the back of a defeat, but our last 5 we've got 2 wins and 3 defeats. Accrington on the other hand, similar form, just slightly better, with 1 draw, 2 defeats and 2 victories in their last 5. And as I mentioned, Doncaster in desperate need of 3 points in this fixture, and it's not just to help our survival chances. It would massively help our survival chances, but it is also to help avoid a nasty record. Nobody wants to get a record for a negative thing, and we're currently on the tracks to get a negative record. We're currently on a 7-game home losing run. A defeat against Accrington would match the terrible run of 97-98 campaign, where it was 8 straight league home defeats. So hopefully we can get something on Tuesday night to put a stop to that and not get that negative mark next to his name in what's been a very tough season to take as a Donny Rovers fan. But looking back at Saturday's fixture, I think it was a spirited performance against a decent Sheffield Wednesday team. I know that they had injuries and things, but when you've got the likes of Barry Bannon and Saido Berahino on the pitch and Patterson, that's some strength in depth. And it was frustrating to lose the way that we did. We were undone by the quality of those 3. In fairness, the 2 substitutes, Berahino and Patterson, both got on the score sheet in the second half. So Darren Moore clearly not happy with what he saw in the first half and made a change, and it worked. But Barry Bannon was class. He ran the midfield and we just couldn't cope with them, unfortunately. Having said that, I do feel that we should have come away with something on Saturday. At 1-0 we had a glorious opportunity that we just couldn't get into the back of the net. 2-0, I think we've won the game. So yeah, very frustrating not to get anything out of that game. But Did I expect anything from it? No. It's this run of fixtures coming up now, starting with Accrington Stanley, where we really need to be picking up points. Teams in and around us, I know Accrington are not in and around us, they're coming into this one mid-table, but yeah, we need to be picking up points against Wimbledon next week, especially, but it'd be nice to pick points up against Accrington on Tuesday night. I've already touched on Accrington a little bit. They're coming to this one off the back of a defeat to Cambridge, but we can't underestimate them. As I say, they're coming in a solid season, sat firmly mid-table. They've got little to no fears of dropping down into the relegation battle. But similarly, I don't think they'll have any expectations of breaking into the top six either. So League One football for next season for Accrington. But yeah, we can't take them lightly after the 2-0 defeat to Cambridge, because they've recently beat Oxford 2-0, a very good team, and it shows their qualities at this level. Beating Crewe 4-1 as well shows what they can do to teams in the bottom four. Set pieces are vital for Accrington Stanley, so we've got to be on form for set pieces, and we have conceded the most set pieces in League One. It's not looking good, is it? Moving on to player profile, for this one I've gone with Rosean Williams, and I've decided to go with Rosean in this video because I feel like we've given quite a bit of stick towards the start of the season. It didn't start well, performances were poor, but over the last couple of games I think his performances have improved. I think he suits being in a back three or a back five when the two wing backs drop, but I think having two more centre backs either side of him, I think it shows. I think he's a bit more confident in his abilities. He's been very no nonsense, and I think that's what we need at the minute. Getting the ball away from danger areas, just try and get it away from our goal, so that we can potentially get a goal and some points ourselves. But yeah, Rosean, I think in a back three centrally and a back five overall, a much better player than in a back four. Previous clubs were Manchester United, Shrewsbury, and of course now he's at Doncaster, in career appearances 103. No goals to his name yet. It'd be nice if he grabs one on Tuesday from a set piece. That'd be nice. A corner, rise and head it in would be lovely. For a 1-0 win, we'll take that. But yeah, Rosean Williams is improving, and hopefully we get to see the best of Rosean over the coming weeks towards the end of the season and next season in League One, hopefully. Probably League Two though. Moving on to the opponent one to watch. So as I said at the start of the video, you know your club much better than what I do, so please in the comments down below if you think that I'm wrong or if there's somebody else who we should be keeping an eye on more than who I say. And the person that I've gone with is Ethan Hamilton, midfielder, 23 years old. This season, 29 appearances, 8 goals and 2 assists. The reason I've gone for Ethan is it's got a little bit of both. He's not the top scorer, he's not the top assist maker. He's got the ability to pop up with a goal but also create something as well. So he's one to watch out for in my opinion because of that. There are other players in the squad who have created more goals or scored more goals, but like I say, Ethan just seems to have that ability of doing both. So I think if we focus our attentions on the other players who are scoring more or creating more, it'll leave pockets of space for Ethan to exploit, and as you can see he's exploited that a little bit this season with 8 goals and 2 assists. So for me, the one to watch on Tuesday night is Ethan Hamilton. Moving on to the predicted team lineup. So as I said, this is thanks to FanHub, a fantastic app, loads of features to get your teeth stuck into. Go ahead and download it and see what you think. I am enjoying it this season, and the thing that I enjoy the most is predicting my team lineup and seeing how close I get to what actual lineup is put out there on the game. So for the Accrington game, I am going with the following 11 to start. Mitchell in goal, a back 3 of Younger, Williams and Olowu, and 2 wing backs of Noyle and Jackson, so unchanged at the back. And then a midfield of Gardner, Smith, Martin and Odebeku. I don't know about Tommy Rowe, he got a dead leg on Saturday. I don't know if he'll be recovered for Tuesday or if he'll be rested, so I think Martin will replace Tommy Rowe, and then Rio Griffiths up front on his own. And I think that's probably the strongest lineup that we can put out at the minute. So that's my predicted team lineup for this fixture. Moving on to the Predictions League table, so me and the family predict the scoreline for every single league game this season. If we get it spot on, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome of the game right but not the result, we get 1 point. If we get it completely wrong, we get no points. And there was positivity from Chris and Max on Saturday, and me and my dad went with defeats. My dad went with 2-1, I went with 3-1 to Chef Wednesday, so I get the 3 points, my dad gets the 1, which switches us at the top of the table. I move up to top on 23 points, Dad down to second on 22, Max and Chris stay as they were in third and fourth on 16 and 14 points, so some catching up for them to do over the next 12 games. And finally, that takes me on to my score prediction for this game, and for me, it all depends on how we perform. I think if we have the fight and desire that we showed against Sheffield Wednesday, I think we'll get something from it. But if we play like we have played for the majority of the season, I can see Accrington continuing this form against us and being a bit of a bogey team for us. So I'm hoping that the right team with the right mentality comes out, because we are in desperate need of points to try and claw our way out of the bottom 4 and try and secure our place in League One for next year. It's not done until it's mathematically done, in my opinion, but it's looking more and more likely without getting points on the board. So for me, mentality, application is massive in this game. I hope we get it, and if we do get it, I'm going with a 2-1 win. Narrow, nervy, cagey, but I hope I'm right. And that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you've enjoyed it, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us. Please comment in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.